Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. And once you're done, leave a comment down below and I just might end up responding. Remember back in the day when we'd make a list like this, and pretty much it would just be based on a whim and the assumption that, hey, these wrestlers are too old, or maybe they're just gonna retire, or maybe they'll leave because, you know, the landscape sucks in WWE, but oh, how the turntables have done. In just a matter of months, wrestlers are now negotiating their own contracts due just to how powerful of a statement AEW has made about wrestling contracts. With their trajectory looking fantastic, there's some very likely changes ahead of us, folks. Wrestlers have more leeway than ever. Hopefully they will take advantage. I'm D Wicket, and these are 10 shocking WWE wrestlers who may be on their way out the door as we speak. Number 10, Randy Orton. Okay, let's throw out the boldest prediction first. There's been plenty of talk about wrestlers who are leaving potentially for AEW, and Randall Keith Orton's name keeps getting thrown into the mix. Although, interestingly, I don't think he's been viewed very particularly on either side. On one hand, he's a 17-year veteran, bona fide WWE legend, and eventual Hall of Fame headliner, close with the higher-ups, family name cemented with the company over generations, and fuck me, he's probably making some good dollar. On the other hand, Randy Orton just doesn't care. In the ring, doesn't give a shit. On Instagram, doesn't give a shit. Potentially the long-term loyalty in comparison to helping make some positive waves in the professional wrestling world. Who knows? Maybe that's where his shits will eventually be given.
High. Hell in the Cell is over with. We will move.
Number 9, Luke Harper. Poor Luke Harper, man. Here's the perfect case of doing all the quote-unquote right things and paying the ultimate price for it. Well, Dustin Rhodes managed to stay quiet and slip out of his contract before too many people even noticed that he was putting on a 5-star bloodbath with his brother Cody. Luke Harper decided to take another, slightly more vocal route. Taking to Twitter, Harper expressed his love for the business and content with the years of working with WWE, but also that he's looking towards greener pastures and would like to be released from the company. That's a no-no, Lukey boy. Here's a contract extension. Yep, in order to combat the rise of alternatives, Vince is locking away everyone to the dog cages. I mean, literally, basically. They're keeping him on an extended contract while actively not using him, which might be the definition of dumb. Number 8, EC3. How many times now has the former Ethan Carter III tweeted out something related to being backstage or only appearing at a catering table? Despite finally landing himself some television time with the 24/7 title's recent implementation, it's not like he's even doing much with that. He's just one of the dudes with Drake Maverick attacking R-Truth every show. I mean, NXT didn't exactly do EC3 his full justice, but fuck me, why would they bring him up to the main roster again? Oh yeah, that's right, Vince needed people to job out for a couple of weeks before he completely forgot about him.
It was surreal to be here in NXT. It's surreal to leave.
Dear EC3, revert back to Ethan Carter and drag Rockstar Spud out of hell while you're at it too.
Oh, ragdoll and Spud here. And it just shot after shot, punch after punch.
Number 7, Braun Strowman. Despite Braun and Bobby Lashley's arm wrestling segment producing the highest YouTube ratings of any segment on Raw,
Strowman fighting back.
Strowman's putting everything he's got in it against him.
Strowman wins.
it seems like WWE have officially shit the bed in terms of Braun Strowman. Oh, who am I kidding? He's been dead for genuinely about 2 years now. Hell, they've already started building up their next monster project in Lars Sullivan. The whole Braun shtick feels done to death at this point, and they're about to have another one. Honestly, it seems like WWE just doesn't have anything for the dude despite his popularity. Yet another high-quality talent wasted in order to put over guys like Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Just boo. Boo! This is definitely a bold pick, but hey, when you're that special of a talent, you have to know your own worth and take advantage of it. And Braun, maybe he has the brains.
Here's your contract.
Number 6, Lio Rush.
Okay, hold on. Whose kid is this?
This one's all but set in stone now, huh? Here's a name that genuinely has no relation to AEW or Ring of Honor or any of the surge of promotions that are making some waves nowadays. Lio's making the list, apparently, Because he's a dickhead. Now everything's up in the air. I'm not sitting backstage, nor do I have any role with WWE, barring this stupid channel, so I don't actually know bull, jack, or shit, but he definitely seems pretty unpopular with the people he's working with. Rumor after rumor has come out about him supposedly pissing the wrong people off, whether he's inviting people backstage that he shouldn't be, or getting thrown off buses for the dude's rude attitude. Leo's removed any mention of WWE from his social media recently. He has not been on the side of Bobby Lashley in what feels like months, maybe was months, so we'll, let you decide this ending.
Oh no!
Running power slam by Strowman, covered by the monster.
Number 5, Ricochet. An entry very similar to Braun Strowman because, yes, this one is definitely bold. But, man, God, Ricochet, you have to know your talent. You have to know your talent.
Let's not forget that Cesaro's traveled the world doing this. He's been doing this since he was about 18 years old.
Oh, man.
While he's still impressing whenever he shows up, Ricochet has already fallen victim to the WWE style. Despite his goddamn insane repertoire, the dude somehow still feels like every other babyface on the roster. Ricochet's lost in the shuffle, and when you think about it, lost in the shuffle could describe just about anyone right now not named Brock, Roman, Shane, or Seth. And hell, at least 3 of those guys have their issues too, probably all of them, so honestly, why is this channel called Watch WWE again?
Say top rope, 630. Unreal. Cover on Rude. Ricochet remains in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Number 4, Apollo Crews. I will always be pushing this one. I don't care. He's just so good, man. Apollo really is the perfect person to fit this role because while he actually does have some of the crazy in-ring talent, maybe not to the extent, but like guys of Ricochet and Braun, Apollo, on the other hand, on the contrary to these guys, he doesn't mean anything to the company he works for. Braun and Ricochet, let me spoil their WWE futures for you right now, will be disappointments overall. But WWE knows that people are into them. At least I think so. Braun, I don't know. That's value, though. Value that Apollo never even got the chance to have because he's talked like 3 times in the 3 years he's been on the main roster, maybe, and he's probably gotten just as many wins.
With a spin-out powerbomb. Goodness gracious. Crews hooks the leg. This one's over. What a great debut.
Please, Apollo, please split from WWE. Show some aggression, get you a good heel manager, and rule the damn world. Number 3, the Good Brothers, the Club, the former Bullet Club members, Gallows and Anderson. The Boys in Black wear a good few names, but damn do none of those names mean anything to World Wrestling Entertainment. I mean, seriously, it's impressive to me how bad this company is. They got brought up after WrestleMania 32 and were heavily promoted as, and I'm not kidding, one of the greatest tag teams in the whole world.
Right there could be the best tag team in the world.
Michael Cole repeated that multiple times. Does WWE have any idea what those words mean when you put them in that order? Because they've done a whole lot of nothing pretty much since their first year ended, and it's not like they were setting anything on fire during that year, aside from the hopes and dreams of New Japan fans. These two were both integral to the early stages of Bullet Club, which was so fresh, so unique, so innovative. I just can't see them sitting sidelined any longer than their current contracts with the landscape of wrestling being so interesting now.
Jimmy Uso from the top. The splash connects. The Usos with the win.
Number 2, Chad Gable. It bears repeating, folks. How the hell is this company at the top of the food chain? Yet another fantastic, unbelievable athlete that's been so lost inside the shuffle he might have fallen out of the deck, and honestly, who the hell would have noticed? Gable was underutilized for years before this new wild card rule, and which, by the way, have I mentioned the wild card rule yet? The absolute worst ploy to try and get ratings I've ever seen has somehow made both products about 6 times worse bare minimum. Chad, you are that good of a wrestler that I couldn't even think of a word. WWE doesn't care. They don't care about you. And you have proven in the past that you are smart. I've seen it. That's why Chad Gable's number 2. This entry actually matters. Gable's been a savvy dude in the past. He's proven that. So unless he's cool, just chilling on the sidelines and raking in the cash, doing no work, which, if NXT is anything to go off of, means it probably isn't true, let's hopefully not see any re-signings with big contracts in the near future.
Kurt wouldn't have it any other way. He wants Gable to bring his best. Moonsault by Gable. Nobody home.
And number 1, The Revival. I mean, sometimes the obvious answer is obvious for a reason, right? And once you've cemented yourself as a top 5 tag team across the entire planet, there's definitely something wrong when WWE starts to bury you. Despite being Raw tag team champs, Dash and Dawson were being wasted away to put over others and goof off to make the Usos look cunning.
Jimmy and Jay were on the receiving end of a beatdown this past Monday on Raw alongside their cousin Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and they have not forgotten.
Look out!
Now they're siding with Shane so Roman can have a pair of dudes he can beat up across both shows thanks to the wildcard rule. Have I mentioned that WWE sucks right now? Dash and Dawson, just do me this one favor. Do me a solid. Leave after your contracts expire. It doesn't have to be AEW. It doesn't have to be New Japan. Go anywhere. Go anywhere that has a good tag team division and set it ablaze. We know you can.
The embarrassment to the Revival stops right now.
And those are 10. Are they even shocking wrestlers that may be leaving soon? I guarantee at least half of this list comes true within the next year. That is a damn promise. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below. After liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and notifications, and that bell.